searching for something that I can reach.
Almost 2.5 centuries ago, Thomas Jefferson wrote, "Americans have the right to the pursuit of happiness." But the road to happiness, for many of us, has taken a serious detour. It's gone from pursuing happiness to pursuing health care.
Mission of Mercy often is the final place that someone comes to. I had a patient one time walk in and they said, "I have cancer and I have no place to go." And I mean, if that doesn't knock you over the side of the head, nothing will.
In 1994, a small group of folks here in Corpus Christi banded together to pursue their happiness. They found it in helping people get healthy.
It's medical care stripped down to what it should be.
One of the doctors one time years ago said, "This is like old-fashioned medicine for us."
But when I was in practice, it was pretty busy, and you really didn't have time to do anything like this.
They get to spend whatever time they want with the patient. There's no quota for anybody.
Many patients here at Mission of Mercy are hard-working folks, but living paycheck to paycheck leaves no money to pay for doctor visits.
We serve the uninsured, underinsured, people who don't have Medicaid or Medicare.
There are a lot of people, like I say, that just fall through the cracks, and they need a little help.
And we don't do hardly any charity work. Over 80% of our patients are working full-time.
Whenever I'm down, I call on you, my friend. A helping hand you lend in my time of need.
Mission of Mercy is on a mission to heal through love. It starts not with a diagnosis, but with a welcoming approach.
You know, they're always greeted with a smile. We want to receive everyone with love. We want them to know that they're coming to get help.
We're not here to make someone prove how poor they are. We are here to deliver care in the most compassionate way that we can and restore people's dignity.
It has to be that. You can't have a practice without that. This is a kindly place, and that gets them back, and that gets them where they themselves will start taking care of themselves.
But what sets Mission of Mercy apart from many medical nonprofits is a decision not to apply for or accept any government funds.
We do not accept money from the government, any kind of money.
No, we don't take any tax dollars at all. There's almost always red tape with anything that you're getting money for.
We don't have to answer to the government because they don't give us any money.
Which is good, that we can take care of patients the way we need to.
We don't turn people away. Our job is to provide good medical care, and that's what we do. And we do it well.
The big thing here is make sure you don't have a heart problem.
Yes.
And you probably don't.
We have a lot of patients that come here for their routine care, for high blood pressure, diabetes. There's a lot of inexpensive medications at $4 or $5 a month that they can take that will help control their problems pretty well.
Can you take all your medications?
But if these manageable diseases are left untreated, the financial and human cost can soar.
You'll check 5 or 10 people and you'll stumble onto 1 or 2 people with very high blood sugars, which means they're just getting ready to be tipped over into the hospital, or they're just getting ready to have a big stroke. And to my dollar way of thinking, a big stroke equals $100,000 out of the county pocket. Trust me, if they come in the emergency room, you're going to spend the money. You and I are going to spend the money.
These are $200 to $300 a pin.
Mission of Mercy is there for folks like John and Cindy who are trying to put the pieces of their life back together.
I've been working since I was 14, so not being able to work at 53 is pretty hard.
On his only day off from work, John was trimming his father-in-law's tree when his life literally turned upside down.
And I was up about 25 feet, and when I cut the limb, it fell and hit the ladder and knocked me down. Broke 3 ribs, punctured my lung, tore my rotator cuff.
That's the day our lives changed forever.
And everything's been going downhill since the fall.
He ended up with a staph infection in his hip. He was hospitalized for 3 months. We had insurance when that happened, and then after 3 months they terminated him, and we didn't have insurance anymore, so we've basically lost everything we have.
John's injuries cost him his job, home, car, life savings, and threatened to take one of his last possessions, his dignity.
You know, and having Mission of Mercy to fall back on is huge and very much appreciated.
John's accident was sudden and catastrophic, but other patients have had their lives slowly torn apart, day by day.
I didn't realize at the time what was going on. And at the time I thought it was depression. What finally did come to light was that I had an illness, that I had a physical illness that was going to kill me.
Timothy's life languished in despair until a ray of hope entered his life.
Every time I leave here I feel like I've been blessed. They've been a godsend. They help me to obtain the medications that I need. They have monitored my progress all the way through. I couldn't afford any of this. And now here I am a year later, and I'm me again. I'm me again. I love life. I'm alive. And I don't know that I would be without their help. Odds are I wouldn't be.
Mission of Mercy is a simple volunteer clinic. To help people like Timothy and John, it has built a vital network of partners, both large and small, who contribute more than $1 million per year in goods and services.
We can do the initial, but we can't do everything that's really needed to take care of the whole patient. And a lot of that's education.
The latest clinic is a site near Sandia in a small building made available on the Cannoli Jersey farm.
Being mobile allows us to get to the patient where the need is, especially in the rural areas.
Part of the spirit of Mission of Mercy is to do a whole lot with very little. But their doctors point out there's something missing.
We don't have a good place to examine anybody is our biggest problem.
Right now we don't really have exam rooms. We have, it's all in one big area. I think if we have exam rooms we'll be able to do a better job.
So, after more than a decade of packing and unpacking their mobile clinics, Mission of Mercy is laying a more permanent foundation.
I mean, it's just a dream come true.
A generous donor is funding construction of a 10,000 square foot medical center in the heart of the city.
It's going to have 8 exam rooms, so we'll be able to bring more doctors on board.
I think if we're all focused in one building, it's going to be a lot easier the whole way around as far as getting more volunteers, more doctors. We certainly are not short on patients.
But with this blessing comes new challenges to find the money to keep the doors open.
There are always challenges. A challenge walks through the door every time we have clinic. But I've learned that there are ways of finding the answer. You just have to look a little harder.
Oh, okay. Very good. Okay.
At Mission of Mercy, volunteers are pursuing their happiness. Patients are pursuing health and reclaiming dignity. And tonight, Mission of Mercy invites you to join in our pursuit. Help us grow and share this healing love.
Walk a mile in my shoe. Walk a mile in my shoe. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize, accuse. Just walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Just walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize, accuse. Just walk a mile in my shoes.